Convention protest groups are not happy with what they call a clandestine detention center.
It's a warehouse filled with makeshift jail cells to be used if there are mass arrests. CBS 4 investigative reporter Rick Salinger was the first to show us the lockup. And Rick, protesters gathered there today. They think the conditions are inhumane.
Well, Molly, they say that this warehouse wasn't even fit for the voting machines it once housed. But the Sheriff's Department says that the facility will actually speed up the time that many of those arrested will have to spend in custody, should laws be violated at the Democratic National Convention.
Since its existence was revealed, protesters have likened this facility to a prison camp.
We don't need another Gulag or Stalag or prison, whatever you want to call it, to house people who just want to express an opinion of a better world. That's why we have the protests.
But the city and county says this is not a detention center. It is only to speed up the processing of those arrested during the convention.
Well, we don't anticipate large numbers of arrests. We think we're going to have a wonderful convention here. We would be remiss if we didn't plan for larger than normal arrests, and that's what this site does.
Earlier this week, we revealed how the warehouse has been converted into a series of cells topped with razor wire. There's a sign that warns of the presence of stun guns.
You know, we don't need those threats already. We're already going to be put inside of cages. We're doing nothing more than exercising our constitutional rights.
Typically, you would have participants from both sides that would be arrested. We have an obligation to keep them safe, and so we don't want people climbing fences and assaulting each other.
Air conditioners now stand outside. Water, bathrooms, medical staff, and phones will be available. The city says no one should be here more than a few hours.
But do you plan to disrupt this convention?
I plan to disrupt this convention with my body and with my voice.
Today, protesters were standing on the outside, concerned about the possibility that they may soon end up inside.
Here's how it will work. Those arrested will be taken to the facility we just showed you and processed. If they make bond, they'll be released at the Denver County Jail. If not, they'll be housed there or in a neighboring county while they await their appearance in court. So now the protests have started, even before the convention has begun. Molly?
All right, Rick Salinger live in the newsroom. So here's a question for you. What do you want to know about the convention? Send us your good questions about the DNC, and Alan Janae will answer as many of them as possible. Everything from security and traffic questions to exactly what is a delegate and how does the voting process work. You can email us your questions by visiting the Good Questions section of CBS4Denver.com, and we may even answer your questions on the air. A new CBS4